Hi everyone, welcome to the UCLA Jumpstart Introduction session. My name is Gia Gu. I'm the Associate Director of the summer program. I'm here to introduce you a little bit about our 4 weeks at UCLA and to give you a kind of um, glimpse into what a summer of architecture looks like in our department. So the Jumpstart program is a 4-week intensive program that starts on July 10th and ends on August 4th. It is a 6-unit studio course at UCLA. We have an optional additional course offered in the history of architecture and urban design that I encourage you to sign up for as a kind of history component to the actual studio design. So the program is structured essentially like a graduate design studio. We'll be teaching you a kind of hands-on exploration of geometric and spatial forms and to think about architecture in both abstract and real terms. In this image, you can see some of the study models that we produce with our students. We really jump right into kind of formal complexity. Um, we begin by teaching you fundamental digital techniques. You work closely with the design faculty to develop your project and design. We introduce you to design culture, which is a very specific, let's say, experience, and we help develop your architecture projects alongside your ideas. As I mentioned, the program's structured around the experience of a graduate level design studio, where we're offering some of the most contemporary design exercises, and we're introducing you to both, let's say, foundational design knowledge as well as complex 3D modeling and computer-aided design techniques. These are examples of some of the projects that are produced from our program. As you can see, they're extremely dynamic and provocative. There's both an exploration of concept as well as a development of form. We really like to think about how we can design a project for you to work on for 4 weeks that will teach you some foundational skills, and yet at the same time begin to expose you to really higher end design thinking. This is the environment in which you will find yourself. This is our studio, Perloff Hall. You can see it's quite a messy, creative environment. We're very hands-on. It's a lot about self-exploration, about developing your own work through practice and process. You work closely with an instructor. The ratio of instructors is typically 15 to 1 instructor. There will be a TA to assist on tutorials of software. You'll have one-on-one desk crits with your instructor in which you will talk about your ideas and develop them more fully. You'll be invited to present your ideas in public presentations called reviews, in which we invite outside critics to give you positive feedback about your work and to just open up your project to a broader audience. This is a sample schedule of Jumpstart. You can see that the day begins at 10 a.m. and ends at 5 p.m. We'll have lunch from 1 to 2. We typically begin every week with a lecture about the project, and then you'll begin your own working sessions. And we'll have a number of Rhino tutorials, which is the software you'll be working with within a lab setting. We have a downtown field trip Saturday, July 15th, which I'll sort of go over a little bit more. So the field trip, downtown Los Angeles is one of the most exciting contemporary scenes of architecture. We'll be visiting a number of these sites on our Saturday trip. We'll look at the Walt Disney Concert Hall, pictured here by Frank Gehry. We'll look at the Museum of Contemporary Art, visit the Broad Art Museum, the Cathedral of Our Lady of Angels. We'll have lunch at the Grand Central Market and continue to visit a number of art sites down in the Arts District, including Hauser Wirth and Schimmel. This is our lecture hall. We'll augment your education with a 1-hour lecture every week by outside practitioners to introduce you to life after studio and life after school. So these are individuals in Los Angeles that are emerging as practitioners or have well-established offices, and we like to introduce you to their projects through this series. Of course, a portfolio is an extremely important part of any architectural education. If you're thinking about applying to a master's or undergraduate program, this is a critical component. We spend an intensive workshop session around best practices of portfolio making, and we help you develop your project in order to apply for graduate programs or other design programs. And of course, there's the aspect of the career in architecture. We like to invite outside individuals who are either recently graduated or established practitioners who are better able to talk about their own personal trajectory in architecture, what what it's like to go from school to a master's program and into the field at large. Finally, if you're wondering if this program's for you, this is a list of students who have benefited from our Summer of Architecture. So this program is really geared for students who are interested in exploring architecture as a possible career, either undergraduates who are considering entering our BA program at UCLA or considering applying for a Masters of Architecture 1 program and want an introduction to the department. It's also an amazing opportunity for individuals who are creative and want to develop a multimedia portfolio in order to apply to architecture and design programs or any other design program. This is an opportunity for you to develop a project at an architectural scale rather than smaller media. And of course, this is also geared for creatives who are interested in learning digital software tools like Rhino and Adobe Suite, who are considering other design programs. If you have any questions, you're invited to contact myself or our director, Mohammed Sharif. Our email is here, jumpstart@aud.ucla.edu, and you're always welcome to visit our website to learn more about the program. I hope you'll consider joining us, and I look forward to hearing from you.